It's the sand logo, the Zim logo, and SDCC. And there's also like a picture of what looks like a Nickelodeon executive flashing something horrible.
We got a nice loading screen here.
Yeah. While the screen, oh, it's back, it's gone. That's the whole presentation, by the way. And will that logo be in the movie? Jonah, you can see it from here. Tell me.
I've got a question. I'll ask questions.
Okay.
Like I'm sitting in the audience. Megan, what's Edge on the Floor is about?
It's about a dog who's reincarnated. He has to take care of his family, and then he dies and is reincarnated and has to take care of the granddaughter. And that's it. Beginning, middle, end.
That's the huge dog.
You did a really good job writing it.
It was gorgeous. It made me cry when I saw that screening that time. It also kind of made me upset and like inside, like, you know, you walk out of something, you like enjoyed it, but it makes you feel kind of dirty. Not like a sexy way, but like it just like, oh, I don't want to get in the mind of that person. That's how it was. That's exactly how it was. And we have 15 minutes, it turns out. Does anyone have a question that they want to ask the disembodied voice of Jonah Vasquez? Here's someone coming up dressed as Captain Planet. No, no, she's not. What are you dressed as?
Captain Planet.
I know. Say again?
What? Starfire.
Starfire. She's Starfire.
Yeah, I met you guys last year on the Bayfront, I think.
Why would you say Captain Planet?
Because it obviously isn't Captain Planet. It's like this sort of dramatic irony. Yeah. That's why I said it. Are you happy now? That's why I said it. You've called me out.
Makes me happier if I'm Captain Planet. I can be Captain Planet.
All right. Starfire, your question, please.
Okay, so you mentioned that like you're able to get away with a lot more in the comics than in the TV shows. So do you guys have like a personal favorite thing that like you did not think that you would like ever get through, or like just like the worst thing you could get into the comic, I guess?
So the question is, since we get away with more in the comics than we did in the series, is there anything in the comics that we feel is like the worst thing we got away with in the comics?
God, I don't know. Do you think that way? I don't.
Me or her? She thinks that way.
When you're writing stuff, you've written more of them than I have.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Are you thinking actively while you're doing it, oh man, I can't believe how fucked up I am?
I don't. I really don't. I just try to tell, I mean, occasionally it's like, oh, I know, at this point, like, Dib could, like, pull out a shiv and just start, you know, stabbing the kid in the eyes, but, like, that's not how, that's really not how I'm thinking. I'm trying to tell the story.
At the same time, like, I feel like if we did something that was more heinous than, quote, heinous than something that we did in the series,
right.
It still wouldn't be as intense. Like, in the series, you had animation and sound, like, Dib shitting someone would be way more powerful.
Yeah.
Like, you would add that, like, kind of, you know, the rapid fire stabbing sounds.
Yeah. And like you like have Andy record like these grunting sounds as Div like puts the shiv into the flesh, and you know, be really awkward. And, yeah, there'd be like music underneath it. And that's the other thing too.
I mean, there's been some funny stuff in the comics, but I don't know. That's not where my brain goes. I'm not comparing. Like if you want to talk about the movie,
yeah.
You read it.
Yeah, I read the movie. I've seen the movie. I've seen it.
There was never any point where I was thinking, here's my chance to top, you know, how scary or hideous, you know, the stuff was that we did in the series. The movie ended up being, the movie's not the most disturbing time with Zim. I would say that's probably more in the series.
Dark Harvest. Yeah, I noticed that we can kill people, and we don't really go about trying to kill people. But if there's something where like, you know, there's an explosion and somebody's probably taken out by it, we don't have to have a little bubble saying I'm okay coming off on the next panel. You know.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely killing this person in the one I'm writing now.
All right, good. Oh, that's right. Sam, how about you? Have you done anything particularly horrible?
I mean, I definitely murdered a lot of people in these Fast.
Sam, did you remember when they go skiing on the meat mountain?
No, that wasn't me.
Okay.
That's
That was, and I would have said, hey, that was really good. Did you write that? No? Oh, sorry, Sam. We have the frames up now. Maybe we should go through them real quick. Although we do have one more question. Tell you what.
I'm not gonna go through frames, so.
I know you're not. We'll say that to the very end. We'll go through them all really fast.
Oh my God. The people across the street were lugging a life-size Jesus into the back of their pickup. I'm not gonna
Is he moving?
He's decked out in these red and gold robes. Oh man.
Is this a sculpture? Is this like an actual, like, living, breathing Jesus that's growing in the back?
He's like plaster or I don't know what, but this is something.
This is better than our audio-visual presentation, I'll tell you that. Miss, in the striped shirt, do you have a question?
I do.
His hair is very Jesus-y though.
Really?
It's weird.
Is it more like a Chris Christopherson sort of thing, or like?
Yes, it is more than Chris Christopherson hairdo.
All right. You should go, are you going to go tell them that they made a mistake?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. I'm sorry, what is your question?
I was wondering if there's like an Invader Zim lexicon that you like to stick to when writing, and if that affects writing for the comics versus writing for the TV show.
Is there an Invader Zim lexicon that we stick to when writing the comics, and if so, does that affect our writing?
There was never any like hard rule, but I always figured the ones that I wrote or wrote with you were sort of like actually in universe, and everything else was, just sort of something else.
There's no piece of paper that says you have to do it this way, but you, particularly Jonah, obviously as the guy who created all of it, have the rules that, in your head you can tell when you look at something, it's like, well, that's not, Zim would never do that. Zim would never, run away and become a clown, and for fun.
Why not?
Yeah. You remember, though, that we kept pitching Clown Zim as an episode back in the day, and, nobody wanted to do it. I
don't know, man. Clown stuff is, I'm not into it.
You weren't behind Clown Zim? I thought that was all you. Was that, all right.
I think we had them dressed as clowns in an episode that didn't get made.
Okay.
But, in general, I stay away from clowns.
All right, that's cool. There's a few clowns here who are very angry now.
But, I remember there was an issue someone wrote where Zim he was hunting a monster. It was one of the earlier ones. He was hunting, and he was talking about some history, like that the Urkins came from a long line of hunters or whatever. And it was a fun issue, but at the same time, it's like, none of this is true.
Well, yeah, it's true. A lot of it is sort of it's people's interpretations of Zim, which is kind of what makes the comic cool, is that it's different ways of...
It makes it more interesting for me, because I like seeing these characters kind of filtered through other people's hands. But yeah, I don't look at that stuff and think that I have to stick to what has gone down in the comics.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
Thanks, man.
There's a guy with no sleeves who has a question.
Gross.
So, Invader Zim can get pretty horrific, especially for being a kid's show when it was first released, and there was a lot of shows during its time that were kind of bleak and nihilistic, and I was wondering, during that time frame, was there anything different that allowed shows like that to exist?
You're saying that because Zim was a more horrific stuff, and there's more horrific cartoons at the time, was there something about the time that made that possible?
Yeah.
Is that the question?
Yes.
No, I don't know. Jonah, did you get that?
Not really.
Okay. I think the answer to that is, it's like what seems acceptable at one point, suddenly people will feel like you crossed the line and then they have to rein everyone back. So...
Oh, God, I don't think, Zim, a whole lot of it doesn't make sense now.
Yeah. Well, we got, for example, at the time, remember when the Columbine shooting happened, And everyone above us who actually made the show were worried because Dim wore a black trench coat, and therefore, as the shooters did, and therefore they were worried that our show, being dark as it was going to somehow upset people who saw people wearing trench coats and whatnot. I've been told, so like, I think it's stuff beyond our control that dictates that stuff, but the pendulum is always swinging. I don't know what that means. Anyway, we have one more question, and then Joanne, we can all pretend this never happened. Is that cool?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. One more question? There's a person. Yes.
Hello.
She's dressed as Gaz, by the way. It's
I
really cool.
wanted to ask you how hyped you are for the upcoming movie.
How hyped we are for the upcoming movie? How hyped are we for the upcoming movie? Let's start with that.
I think we're all pretty sick of it. I mean, I've seen it a million times, and Megan has.
I've seen it
maybe not
once.
as often.
Yeah, but I think at this point, every time I think about the movie, I just go feral. Like, just a feral animal.
Sam, you're objective. You haven't seen it. How hyped are you for the movie?
I'm pretty hyped for the movie. I've had it partially described to me.
All right. Awesome. I've seen it, and it's very, very funny. And it's a really, actually much, like, let's just say it's better than it has any right to be. I'm just going to say that. We were expecting all yeah.
If they would genuinely attend a screening for fans if we did one.
Well, that's a good question. If there was an actual screening in a theater for fans, would you guys want to go? Hands up, if you hands up. And there's over 800 people in these two rooms who are raising their hands right now. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Let's just cycle through the slides real fast. Zim, okay, there's Zim on the couch. Yeah, there's Jeff Groflorb. He's awesome. There's evidence of an alien. That's really good. Keep going.
Oh God, I'm really.
Okay, yeah, just faster and faster, more. There we go. Saxophone. Jim, oh, mini moves. We have those mini moves. I don't know what that is. Keep going. We're going backwards now. It's about me. There we go. And that's what you have to look forward to in the comics, ladies and gentlemen. Say goodbye, Jonah. All right, thank you.
Goodbye.
Yeah. If you haven't bought the comics, go buy some comics. They're very funny. And Little Meat Man is out now. We are going to be down in the Oni booth signing copies of whatever you put in front of us. So be kind.
I'm actually not going to be in the Oni booth, but
God damn it, Sam!
I'm going to be at booth 1229, and I also have a bunch of Zim comics and stuff there.
Well, me and Eric will be signing copies of Johnny the Homicide Maniac.
Yeah. So, and we will be signing Jonah's name, misspelled. Thank you all for coming, and we're letting you go now. Sorry about everything, but we hope you had a good time.